If you remember, there were two ways to exchange, bilateral and ICEP. So first I'm going to talk about bilateral, which quite literally is a bi relationship, two universities who've signed an agreement. And there's a reason why. Either faculty knew each other, or they did research together, or an alma mater of somebody from here, they met at a conference, or like it's never an accident. There's always a reason why we have signed an agreement. And some of them are really cool in terms of why we've signed with certain universities. And for this, you pay your tuition here at TRU. Off you go. They don't charge you any tuition. Your housing and food you pay wherever you are, just like you would pay it here in Kamloops. And some of these bilateral agreements are limited to certain programs. However, that said, every program has a place somewhere in the world. And at the moment, we have about 40 agreements in 19 countries. Just a couple of specific mentions. University of Applied Management has actually, those folks are on campus here today. I'm meeting with them in an hour. So they also come and visit and talk to us. They have an opportunity, if you are able to work in a virtual environment, that is almost like our TRU OL, like sort of in an online format, to do your studies. You'd need fair German, or else reduce your class load. But they are also offering, while you're in that virtual study environment, to work in their international office, essentially doing a lot of the stuff that TRU World does. Japanese universities. Right now we have 4 TRU students in Japan as we speak, because the Japanese government, in their wisdom, wants foreign students in their country. They want them so bad they'll pay you to come and study there. So we're just now learning whether we'll have Japanese scholarships for the next year. And one I think we've got confirmed this morning. So if you're interested in the Japanese language and the Japanese culture, the opportunity exists to maybe even have all your expenses paid. Yeah, so Tianjin, particularly for BBAs, but also for creative BTMs, and also for creative anybody's, I'm learning. Tianjin is a slightly different situation. It's a partner in China. Tianjin is about 30 minutes from Beijing by the new high-speed rail done during the Olympics. And in Tianjin, TRU offers our full BBA program in China. And so we have about 500 students in China, and instructors from TRU go to China and teach courses. So the courses, they have the same names, the same course outlines, the same textbooks. It's like doing a BBA in China, and it's a TRU. So technically, it is not considered study abroad. It is considered studying at a different TRU campus. CIIS in India is a similar thing, and these programs are both called accredited, meaning they're special partners, high-level partners. And in India, this one is just getting off the ground. I wouldn't put it in my plan just yet, but we're hopeful it will be successful. But when I said about a creative BBA student, you do semester 1 and 2 in Canada, then you could do a full year in Tianjin, a full year in India, and 2 other semesters in 2 other countries, and actually end up doing 6 of your 8 semesters abroad and get full credit for it if you sorted everything out and played the game. So we have a couple of students looking to do that. If you're in tourism, the faculty vets all of the applications, meaning I receive all of the tourism student applications, and then I sit down with the faculty and we decide who's going where and review the applications. And there is a tourism handout in here that sort of focuses on the tourism programs. And my particular one is white. It lists 8 different universities that we would encourage you to focus on if you're a tourism student. And that's because building relationships is part of what we do here at TRU World. And this is by sending students back and forth, we build a very strong relationship with the tourism programs in these other countries. Okay, so that's bilateral, meaning 40 to 50 universities in 20 countries or so, okay, that we exchange students with. So taking a deep breath at this point, we then have another way to study abroad, which is called ISEP, and there's quite a large booklet in your package regarding ISEP. What it is TRU was literally inspected by people from ISEP, and ISEP, it stands for International Student Exchange Program. It's headquartered in Washington, D.C. They came here, checked us out, and said, oh yeah, like, you people have no problem accepting international students. You've got it, what we need. And so we joined and became a member of ISEP. And immediately that gave us all of their agreements. So in ISEP we have about 60 international institutions. And about 50 of those are, plus about another 50 in the United States.